Marlena, thank you so much for coming up from South Carolina to New Jersey. And we're pretty much almost wrapping up today our filming for the documentary, for the movie, and you're here. What has this been like to be part of the filming of what you've watched, I guess for the last year or so?
Well, very cool, to put it simply, but definitely amazing to see the different puzzle pieces fit together of people's lived experience and it fitting together in this larger tapestry of like this collective shared experience. There's many of us out there with very similar stories and experiences, and I'm just excited to see us working together to make a difference and make a change and hopefully for the better and raise awareness in a genuinely real way.
Excellent. And part of today, you're part of the film crew, but you also went on the witness stand. And we had to adjust the time or whatever, but you spoke a bit of your story. What was that like to actually be on the witness stand and telling your story in that sense, that framework?
Ooh, a little bit of mixed emotions. I would say like both really empowering because you're actually given the chance to say what's on your mind, but also kind of scary because it's all eyes are on you a little bit. But I think that's just filming, maybe anything, or using your voice in any way, but using it for something that is so stigmatized, is especially a little anxiety-inducing, So definitely eye-opening to see to what it would be like for a witness to be questioned on a stand, which is pressuring, right? It's not the most like comfortable space necessarily.
Right, I was nervous too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not the most comfortable space.
Yeah. Well, we want to make it more comfortable for these cases to be successful, so that when people are going in, they're not so frightened. Will people even believe me? So that's kind of the part of the purpose behind this. We want to make the awareness happen and start to get more advocacy from the legal profession, right? From first responders, from medical. So thank you for your service today. So the last question I have is, we spoke about a year ago, and we're speaking again, about you kind of leading, taking charge, gathering the 20-somethings, because we really believe in the younger voice, young professionals, younger individuals. Tell me about, where is your interest in that? Can you see yourself doing that? Do you see a purpose to get the voice of the 20-somethings?
Yes, definitely. I know that there's a lot of younger people out there who have seen a lot of injustice at the hands of the medical system and the general crisis response system. And, we recognize that there needs to be a change, and it's not the most simplest solution, it's going to take all of us making a big change. Any one person can really make a difference, and that's what is, I think, the most infuriating, or almost, I would say almost the most insane thing, is would you feel so isolated in those moments, and it feels like no one understands the language you're trying to convey about your experience, and creating that language in a way that is reflective of our genuine experiences is really, really important to do. And, it will take time to kind of build collective awareness around this, but the youth have a very large role to play in that for sure, because they have a lot to say, and they are very observant. We are very observant.
Yes, we. So if you spoke, this message can actually be sent out on social media from you. If you spoke to the camera and wanted to speak to, the 20-somethings and even younger, what would be your message to come and join us, whatever you want to say, if you were going to speak to the 20-somethings out in the world?
Yeah. So to the 20-somethings out in the world. So I think we definitely need to take a more compassionate approach to people's experiences with mental health, all around, but especially in extreme, so-called extreme or altered states, which people may or may not view as a psychospiritual crisis or a spiritual emergency. They may or may not identify with the labels of the DSM. It is a often very confusing experience for that person. I can imagine it would be confusing for you to watch someone go through that, but you know, the solution lies in us, in our community care, in our collective care, and shifting the focus from individualism to a truly a community-oriented approach to care.
Yes, yes. You can find Marlena on Facebook, and we'll have a little tagline on our 20-something initiative. Thank you.